This is what pure chaos looks like. This is what pure satisfaction looks like when it comes to collecting your cards. Today, we're looking at the 5 best ways to organize your cards in a binder. If you've ever told yourself, I'm gonna organize this later, well, later is today. I'm gonna walk you through the 5 best ways to organize your cards depending on how you like to collect. Set chasers, binder builders, or random collectors, there's something for you in this video. I'll also show you a few bonus tricks to not only look organized in your binders, but that'll make it fun to flip through your binders as well. So let's get into it. Now, the first one coming in is probably the most favorite of most people, and that is by set number. This type of organization is perfect for those who do master sets, right? Or complete sets. I'm always shaky on the terminology. Some people mean master sets with the promos. Some people mean one with every single version of that card in the set. Usually when I say master set, I just mean one of every card that you can pull from the set. So organizing by set is a lot of fun doing that. So if you're someone who completes master sets, there's no better way to organize your cards. One, it makes it easy to know what you're missing and what you need. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until you get to the point where it's like 68 and then you got 69 of 68. Those are secret rares. That numbering's always confused me because they're like, oh, it's secret. We don't want you to know about it, but we're gonna throw it in this book that tells you exactly where it is. So not much of a secret. But it's also nice for if you eventually want to sell or trade the cards because you got everything in one place. It's easier to find what cards you're looking for if you're selling to individuals, but also people will pay a premium for master sets. So organize your cards by set, and that's the benefits for it. The only con I really don't like about it is you need a complete master set, so that gets very expensive. And not everyone is looking to get all the cards in a set. But that brings us to number 2 on this list, and that is by rarity. So this is what I do quite often when it's a set I'm not really like fully invested in, or there's just a few cards in it I like. That's actually, I believe that's what's going on with this binder here. I don't have too many over here. Boom, what is that? Chilling Reign. So I'll find a few cards that I managed to pull, and then I'll toss it in a binder like this. So I'll organize them by rarity. I'll put full arts, ultra rares all together. And I'm just kind of organizing the cards I like, right? Nothing too special, but organized by rarity. I'll put commons with commons, rares with rares, or ultra rares with ultra rares. And let's be honest, nothing looks better than an entire page of gold cards. Those pages pop when you have all gold cards on a single page. And I like illustration rares all on one page too, because you can kind of tell a story with them sometimes. Pokemon's gotten really big into that recently, where you take a Bulbasaur to the Ivysaur to the Venusaur, and the image just creates one perfect image. So you kind of set those together. That's one of the cons to collecting by set number. I believe it was the Ralts line, right? It has the altar at the end, so it requires you to go Ralts, Kirla, or whatever, and then the altar wouldn't go beside it, so you couldn't see the image in order. And that really drove me nuts. So by collecting by rarity, however, you can put them all in line. Well, I guess it depends on how you organize by rarity. If you want all alternate arts with alternate arts, illustration rares with illustration rares, I usually just do illustration alt arts together. But rarity gives you a wide variety of ways to organize, right? I keep my commons and rares separate, but you do what you like the most. But that's another one that makes it easy to kind of sell your cards as well, because you want to go to a card shop, you want to sell your cards, you go, oh, all my ultra rares, all my gold cards, all my illustration rares. Versus if you have commons, uncommons, all kind of mixed together, you have to shift through a lot of things. So huge benefit, easy to sell as well. Now this comes in at number 3, that is by Pokemon. So you organize the set by just Pokemon you like, right? So some people will have entire binders filled of Charizard, entire binders filled of Eevees, okay? So you can just organize by the Pokemon you like. One of my favorite Pokemon to collect is Crobat. And in that green binder, let's see, I think it's this one anyways. It is not, okay. This is not the right binder. This has a bunch of the e-reader cards though, if you want to take a look at. This is a binder I'm currently working on. So right now I'm just kind of collecting by rarity. Who is that, Houndoom? Because I don't have a lot of the e-readers yet, I can't really organize them too many other ways. So, but you can organize by Pokemon, put all your favorite Pokemon in a single binder together. I love the Crobats and I love the Beedrills. So I'm currently trying to collect all the Beedrills and Crobat cards. I usually collect by set, but Crobats and Beedrills I just like for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't use them in the games. But the card art's are always nice. It's a great option for casual collectors. People who don't buy a lot of cards or don't like to open a lot of packs, you can just kind of buy single cards of your favorite Pokemon, throw them in a binder, show them off. It does make them easier to trade because, yeah, I'll trade you a Beedrill. You know all your Beedrills are, right? But that also means that you're limited in your collection, so you kind of know what cards you have anyways, because you're only collecting a specific Pokemon. So, now, something I love that's real cool is you can get custom binders for certain Pokemon. So you can get that green binder, get a Beedrill slapped on it, and now you have a custom binder as well. So that's another cool idea when you organize by Pokemon. So, now this one is a lot of fun. You'll usually need multiple binders for this because there's a lot of Pokemon, but that is by Pokédex number. So this one's always really entertaining. It doesn't have to be ultra rares or illustration rares. You can do any rarity of Pokemon on this one, and that is by Pokédex. So you go Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon. You just do that all the way through each generation. You can do one binder per generation, or you can just kind of fill it up as much as you can. This one's so much fun. When I got back into the hobby, that's what me and the wife did. We would buy bulk lots from people and just try and get one of each Pokemon and organize. I actually still have that binder. I haven't shoved it in with the rest of them, so I like to keep it separate. So that is great for kids as well, I think, or just general fans of Pokemon, like from the games or TV shows. So that's actually one of my favorite ones, and something you guys can give a try one day. Pick up a binder, just go, hey, I'm gonna collect one Pokemon of each Pokédex entry of this generation, and it's a lot of fun to go to card stores and search through their bulk, or just opening packs as well. Open some new packs, but oh, I needed this one. This one brings a lot of fun back to the hobby for me. So Pokédex organization is a lot of fun. Give it a try, guys. Before we finish off this video with the number 5 one, a few bonus ones that I think's really clever. I've seen some of you guys put in the comments section. One that is by trainer type, right? So maybe you know, like the gym leader, Brock. You collect Pokemon based off of Brock's Pokemon, right? Or Pokemon you think would work well with him, or Elite Four members. I saw that one, I thought that was pretty clever. I've never heard that one before. So by trainer type would be a really cool one as well. But that's a little bonus one for you. Someone mentioned that, I just thought that was really, really interesting. But my number 5 option is by type and or evolution line. Evolution line is probably my favorite. You get one of each Pokemon, kind of put it together, and that kind of goes well with the Pokédex one, right? Because the Pokédex one's all in order, except for some that get evolutions later in the line. So that's why I wanted to kind of mix this in with type as well, because you can do water types. So get all water Pokemon and you put them in an evolution line. Now that gets tricky because if a Pokemon changes typing, then you can't really put it beside it. So that's why I kind of wanted to combine these two together as one listing. So one of my favorite things about this, let me actually see if I can find it. Give me one sec. All right, I'm back. I had to grab one of these from the shelf. So if you collect by type, you can pick up binders like these. I know they're not Pokemon themed. These are actually from Magic the Gathering, but I use them and I have a lot of customers that love these. So this is a forest binder from Magic the Gathering. Green pages. Oh, I wish Pokemon would come out with some of these. So if you're doing all grass Pokemon, you can get grass themed binder. We have blue ones, we have red ones, we have orange ones for fighting, but they're very aesthetically appealing. So you can throw all your grass cards in a binder like this, all your water Pokemon in a blue binder. These are really cool to collect. But that's another one that's great for someone who doesn't buy a lot of Pokemon cards or doesn't like rip through trying to get master sets, is organized by color typing. And to me, it's a very aesthetically pleasing type of collection. Then you even keep your trainers and gold cards of trainers in separate binders too. But no matter how you organize your binder, the real goal is just collecting. And be able to see your collection as you progress, okay? So one of the best things that you can possibly do is get a binder. That's why I recommend people store cards in binders. You can sit there, ooh, I remember this card. I love this card. I love this card. It's horrible trying to pull out one of these. Oh yeah, this card, yeah, this card, okay. You can't really see your collection. That's why I'm not a big fan of putting cards in top loaders or semi-rigids and just keeping them stored that way, because you can't really admire your cards. My recommendation on binders are 9-pocket binders. These things, I've watched enough videos where they've tested this out, stacking binders, and the cards are fine. It's not like the older binders with the horrible material that damages your cards. Or get a Ziploc binder, right? This makes it where you can shake it, bounce it around, you don't have to worry about too much. They're sturdy enough, you don't have to worry about too much pressure. And I like to store mine like this. I have a few new binders I haven't got to start using yet. Man, I keep having to hop up. These are called slipcase binders. These are right up my alley. I'm gonna have them eventually, maybe here, somewhere on the desk, right? But I like the style of them. They have that vintage look, but you slip it out and you can put pages in here. But look, it's nice and rigid, so there's no pressure being put on. They store upright, and then you slip this in so they can't get damaged. They don't bend or fold, and it's nice and sturdy. These are called slipcase binders, but it's real easy to pull out and flip through your collection. So I highly recommend these as well for safety, but to admire your collection. Because why are you collecting if you don't want to admire it? Well, that's called investing. You are officially an investor of Pokemon. I don't know why you're watching binder tips then. These are for collectors. But if you guys like this video, comment down below. How do you organize your collection in binders? Or do you just keep them in top loaders? Comment down below and let everyone else know how you like to keep collecting engaging and having fun. But we'll see you guys next time at Bowl of Cards.